Is it over for Bitcoin? Well, let's dive into it. First of all, we've seen another big drop for Bitcoin, especially today. If we go on the daily chart here and we zoom in, we can see that over the last couple of hours, since yesterday, we've gone down another 8%. We've seen a small recovery here in the last 3 hours, but we are going down. It does not look good. We're currently at 78,000. We went all the way down to $76,000 a few hours ago. Now, of course, what does this mean and why does this happen? Well, I think the main reason for this is the escalating tensions between the US and Iran. And of course, the market is unsure what will happen. And whenever we have uncertainty in the markets, this does not look good and prices fall down as investors pull out their money as they expect things to escalate and get worse. Now, what this also means is because it's the weekend right now, we're going to have another big CME gap. So these CME gaps are formed over the weekend. It's the price difference that Bitcoin makes over the weekend. We have, of course, a CME gap which is not filled yet, and they do get filled 95% of the time. We have one here at $93,000, which we still have not filled. Then the last one here, which was at $89,000, it was filled last weekend. And this weekend, we can see that on Friday, Bitcoin closed at $84,500. And currently, of course, Bitcoin is trading at around $78,000. So we have a massive CME gap. I drew it out right now to the current price. And we can see that the gap is actually $6,000. So we have a $6,000, 7.5% gap right now, which if we have the same price as right now on Monday, this is how low we will be, right? Bitcoin's price will open at around this price, and we know that CME gaps tend to be filled. So this entire range is 90% of the time most likely going to be filled, and we're going to go back to 84,000 and then most likely also fill that gap here at 93,000, which I definitely think we're going to be filling. So come Monday, come the next week, I think Bitcoin is going to recover quickly and go back to 84,000. So don't get too worried at the moment. If we look at Bitcoin, of course, we can see we're going down right now. And what I want to show you guys is that if we zoom out here on the macro, so if we zoom out on the main chart, and let's go on the daily and put the 200 daily moving average on here, we of course know that we usually bounce from this white line, this 200 simple daily moving average line. Because if we zoom out and go back in history to the last bull, the last time we went into a bear market, we can also see that we started going down and then we retested the 200 simple moving average, as I said in the last few videos. And I think the same thing will happen right now. So yes, I know we went down. Yes, I know we went below this crucial support, which we retested 2 times before. But we have a CME gap, as I said, at $84,000, which will bring us back into the range. And then another one here at $93,000. And then I think we're going to retest the 200 simple moving average. I know we're very far down, but according to history, we should still retest it. So don't lose hopes just because we went down a few $1,000s for Bitcoin. But if we look out a bit more, if we zoom out, let's go on the weekly chart. If we zoom out here, then we can see on the macro that, of course, it's not looking good. We are going down into a bear market. We had a top here at 126,000, and it also coincides with our analysis of the markets. We know that usually we top out around 80 weeks after the halving. I can put this on top here, and we can just see again these green lines. This is 80 weeks after the halving. This is 40 weeks after the halving. We know that usually we find a top between 40 to 80 weeks after the halving. If we go back in history, it's the same thing. Last cycle, 80 weeks after the halving, we started going down. The cycle before that, just before 80 weeks, we started going down. The cycle before that, a bit earlier, we started going down. So everything is playing according to what we expected to be happening, according to history. And if we zoom in, so on the macro here, what I want to show you guys is basically, I think we're gonna be going down all the way to around about 72,000, and we don't have a lot of support until there. So if we look at the liquidation heat map, which is where most traders who take leverage positions get liquidated, this just shows us at what point are most people gonna get liquidated, which is usually where the market goes to. And you can see most people get liquidated here at these yellow lines at $72,000. And these are magnets. This is just where the price usually goes to. So $72,000 coincides with our price right about here at the top level, of support, right around here where we've been trading before. So we're not that far away from there yet. And then of course we have a lot of volume happening around about the mid 60s, which is where I think we're gonna be bottoming out for Bitcoin. I don't think we're gonna go to $20,000, but most likely around about $65,000 to $70,000. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. So like I said, expect that if nothing major happens, meaning there's no full out war happening between Iran and the US, that come Monday, we're gonna go and fill the CME gap back at $84,000, which is right here. $84,000 is right about here, bringing us back in the range. And then hopefully we're gonna go fill that other CME gap at $93,000 and then retest from the 200 simple daily moving average, which let's look where the line is right now. We know the daily moving average is going down over time. And right now we are at around about $104,000. So I actually drew it out here because we know the line goes down. It's an average price over the last 200 days. The average is going down because we are going down right now. Let's just draw the line. I think we're gonna hit it around about 100,000. So that's my analysis. Hope you guys liked it. If you do like it, please subscribe and like. I would appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.